Hey, welcome. It is Friday night, another Saturday night, and I ain't got nobody. I got some money 'cause I just got paid. Boom. Hey, it's Friday night. Oh, better check. I cut my hair today, for those of you that are wondering. I cut my hair, took a shower, washed my face. Ooh, there's a red spot right there. What the heck? Should have put some powder. Should have put some powder there, but I didn't. Alrighty, we are in the Christmas room. Welcome to the Christmas room. This is the standing cameras. Raymond, I see you. Raymond, I see you. Hey, Peter, have an early thumbs up. Why, thank you. Lewis, Mr. Camera Junkie, is saying hi, everybody. Subcultured Outcast. Hi. Hi, Kyle. How you doing? Norm is here. Merry Christmas, Peter. Good evening, Greggies around the world. Everybody around the world. There's a song, but that's not it. All right, so let's come in. Merry Christmas, Peter. Hi, Norm. What do we got coming up, Norm? Huh? Norm. Wake up. We have some holidays coming up. I think it's the day before my mother's birthday, September 15th. We'll have, would it be Rosh Hashanah? I believe so. Woody says, good evening, everybody. The new Miamian, Orlando News, broadcasting live from Miami, is in the house. So let's start back up at the top so everybody could get a little bit of recognition. Here is my good buddy. I love him so much. It is Raymond. How you doing, Ray? Good to see you. How are things? All the way over there. I'm over here. You're over there. Okay. Let's point the finger up. You're over there. I'm over here. So when the two get together, then we could visit. We could laugh. I could tickle you. I could take pictures of you. All that kind of good stuff. Have an early thumbs up. Hey, we got a thumbs up. So we got Lewis, Mr. Camera Junkie. Hi, Lewis. How are things? How are things in Fort Lauderdale? Is that little brook still leaping there? Let's see, am I on the correct mic? Yes. Is it on? Yes, okay. Subcultured Outcast is in the house. Look, guys, all those boxes back there on the chair. See all those boxes? There's 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I had to count it in real life because I'm looking at the screen. Well, Subcultured Outcast bought me an early birthday present. My birthday is not for a month and a few days, but he said, but Peter, it's on sale. I have to buy it now. I said, but my birthday is not until October, subby. He says, but I have to buy it now. Well, they just did have an event, right, with big sales going on. So how about if we open up the boxes tonight and see what's in those boxes? I cut my hair today. Yeah. I cut my hair. I took a shower. I styled it a little bit. Not sure if I did a good job, but it don't look too bad. You know what the difference between a good haircut and a bad haircut is? 2 weeks. Well, where's Scotty? I'm hungry. I need my menu. So we're going to open up some birthday presents tonight from Subcultured Outcast. That is this handsome, debonair young man right there. Subcultured Outcast. And he sent me 4 boxes. He wanted to make sure I knew it was my birthday. So then I did say hi to Norm. Hi, Norm. What you doing? How are things? There we go. Let's put him in the middle. Good evening, Merry Christmas, Happy Rosh Hashanah, all that good stuff. Here's the new Miamian. He's here to take my place, so I can retire now. Charles is in the house. He's got beautiful ladies, and he's got a camera. He's got the beach way over there. And that's it. So this is going to be my last show. I won't be doing any more shows anymore. I won't be doing any more shows anymore because Charles is in town now with his super duper Fuji Yes, and if you haven't watched him, go and watch him. No, it's not my last show. You just keep your pantyhose on. I'm making a thing out of him. He came and moved to Miami, or is in the process of moving to Miami. I guess you could find out by going to his channel, and he will keep you up to date where he's going to be living, why he's going to be living there, how he's going to be living there, all that kind of good stuff. So, hi Charles and relatives. I don't know who he's got down here now. I don't know. I think I'd like to go. How about if I go to Orlando? Because I kind of like the parks. You know, you got the Rat up there, and then you've got the other one, the Paramount. Is it the Paramount? No, 20th Century Fox. Then you got the Holy Land is up there. I mean, there is parks everywhere. Woody is here, and he's saying, good evening, everybody. How's Woody? Well, I know what Woody does. He keeps making up those pictures. Keeps putting them up there. I don't know why it makes me think of you, Woody, but the announcement is that the Z8 is back in stock with all the corrections having been made. Isn't that a trip? And what did you have to go through to get us to that point? He had to go through a whole lot. You know, he got the Z8, he had to ship it out, it had to get updated, they shipped it back, then they had to fix something because the clips are coming off, and he said, okay, I send it back. Whatever you guys buy, use my links in the description below. And here's something, you know, I don't say enough. If you want to buy item A, let's say a Z8, like Woody, okay? But you look in my links below, and there's no Z8 listed. Well, you could pick anything you want. Use Adorama. They're just burning things up right now. Okay, they are doing so good. They're doing like 10-to-1 compared to B&H on the people that are here and people that click. It's just astounding. I think I got 4 clicks that people that came from my show to B&H this month, and what we are on September 8th. I think I've got 400 clicks from people that go from my show to Adorama. What's going on? I was a B&H buyer all the time. I mean, that was the company I would buy with. But the last few purchases that I did manage to make was through Adorama. It was so smooth sailing. And I've even had a couple of people tell me, Peter, I much prefer buying at Adorama over B&H. So that's a little bit of a shock to me, okay? Wasn't expecting that. So anyway, so the point that I was trying to make is Woody, if you're going to buy a Z8 and you don't see a link, click on anything in my description for Adorama. And then mosey on over to the Nikon, buy a lens, buy a camera, buy anything you want. So the moral of the story is the item that you actually want to buy doesn't have to be in the description. Just go to the company using one of my links. So you want to go to Adorama using one of my links. Once you've arrived, buy whatever you want, or just be nosy as hell and be looking at all the comments. And I get credit for all of that stuff. So who was it? It was somebody that said, I wanted to buy a lens. It was a Sigma lens, okay? And they said, but I don't see a link for that in your description. What do I do? And then I said to myself, oh my God, I never told people you don't have to buy what you click on. Just use that click that's in the description as a vehicle to transport you to Adorama. Once you've arrived, you're free to roam around the cabin, as the captain says, okay? You can go and look up anything you want at Adorama. You could buy something, you could not buy something. It don't mean nothing, honey. You know what I mean, Jelly Bean? Winner, winner, chicken dinner. I had to put that in. I just love that saying. All right, so Woody, good evening, everybody from Virginia. Norm is Windex bottle, what is it? You're infatuated. He is after those Windex bottles, and he sees it beside the little white tree. And he's right. Look at that. Look, look, look. Whoop, we'll put it there in the middle. Okay? And so that just tells you the Windex bottle just kind of stays handy. I used to hide it around the room, like back here somewhere. Oh, I didn't turn on the light over here. Let's just take care of that right now. Okay, so I turned that light on. We've got that in the background. The tree is on. And I've got the lav mic on, which means I can walk anywhere I want. I can actually just sit in the story chair if I wanted to. But even if I sit in the story chair, I got a second bank of cameras ready to roll in and take over, just like that, just like that. Yeah, the snapper does work. So just like that, we are able to switch over. Hey, Panasonic, wake up. Oh my God, I have to get up, go over there, and tap the shutter. Tap. Go ahead, there you go. Spin that down. I think it wanted to focus on that. Now I can come back and sit in the story chair. Ah, there be Peter. Let there be Peter. So this lens, this camera's got the powerful 85 on it, and it's across the room, and camera's over there. So this is the S5 Mark II. I think I could centerize that a little bit better, don't you? Yeah, I think so. There we go. Maybe I bumped the camera because everything seems to be more to the right. Well, better more to the right than to the left, right? Well, it depends on what you're thinking and how you're thinking it. So, I lost my train of thought. What was I talking about? Nothing? Nothing, honey. Let's invent a cereal. Just you and me. What should we call it, honey? Huh? Nothing? How about Nothing Honey? We just invented a cereal. All right, so, hi everybody. Let's keep going down the list. I have to keep moving myself over just a little bit. So I might as well keep that open for the moment. And Carlos is here. Now that's a great haircut. Mr. Red Pill, I want you to know something. Do you know I had to look up what the hell a red pill was? It's like I know the blue pill is for something down there. What the hell does a red pill do? I couldn't figure out what that meant. I guess you found your one dummy, right, Carlos? You found your one dummy. Carlos said, I was looking for a dummy. I just can't find one. Here I am. You weren't looking in the right place. Okay, so Carlos has two YouTube channels. Motivated Minds, which is a mental channel. And that's why I go to his channel, because I'm mental. Okay, anyway. And then there's the other one, and dang if I can remember the name. But it's about masculinity with men. Helping men. You know how a church group, you'll have a women's group, and all the women get together in the women's group, and they talk about women's things and topics that might be interesting to women, or things that are related to the everyday life of a woman, which she has to go through with children, with her husband. Well, you know, there's the same thing for men in the church. There's a men's group, and Carlos is very involved in that. As a matter of fact, he's so involved, wrong hand, that's better. He's created a YouTube channel just for masculinity. So if you've got a 16, 17, 18-year-old young man, and he needs the comfort of men to help him in his masculinity, that's what his group is about. If you're a 35, 55, 95-year-old man and you still got problems with your masculinity, we're not talking sex. I'm sure he might talk about sex, but we're generally speaking, We're not talking about sex here. We're talking how to be a man in this world, how to be a man in this culture, how to stand up for the right things. And, you know, what is it they say? To pick your battles? Well, this is what the group does. It helps in the masculinity. And Carlos is doing teaching on that. So I did everything but give them the name, Carlos. Sorry about that. My fault completely. When I think of it or when you tell it to me, I'll put it up. Okay. So Norm says, yes, Peter, it's a Rosh Hashanah. You're right. Jewish New Year. And it is next week, the new year, the new season. Just 1 second, Norm. Don't get offended. For us as Christians, we see it as a possible new beginning, because in the Jewish calendar, it starts a new year. And then you have these people that are always thinking about the return of Jesus. I just got to figure out when he's going to return. I got to figure out when Jesus is going to return, because for the Christians, Jesus is the Messiah. For the Jew, they're waiting for a Messiah to come. We're waiting for the Messiah that we believe in to come back. What if they're the same person? Oh my God, that just blows up my mind. Okay? But anyway, Rosh Hashanah is September 15th. You could bet your bippy that B&H will be closed. Okay? So, in real life, they act like, I want to say a bad word. I kept it in. I need both hands. Okay. So, but on the website, we're all religious. Oh. Yes, Norm, I'm making fun of them. Now you can get mad at me. It's okay. I mean it in fun. But you can't be a Christian on Sunday and act like the devil Monday through Saturday. At least I don't think you can you? Well, maybe. So, who else is doing a show tonight? I have no idea. Who's doing a show? It's Sly. How you doing, Sly? Hi, everybody. Hi. Happy Friday, Peter. Happy Friday to you, Sly. I was just having a little text with her. We were napping. Sly and I were napping. No, we were not napping in the same bed. Not even in the same city. Not even in the same state. Well, I'll have to draw the line somewhere, so it'll be the state. She's in the same country that I'm in. Okay. Anyway, a lot of times you want to rest before your show. So I texted her and she said, leave me alone, I'm napping. I guess it was the wrong time. So, no, she didn't do that. She's very sweet. She's very nice. Just like everybody else. Just like David. David has been so active this week, putting up live streams and videos. And this boy is hot. Hot David. Handsome hot David. He took money from his wife. Yep, just took it right out of her hands. That's what he did. So if you want to find out about it, you can go to 365 days of. Oh no, I don't think it was on that channel. He's got more than one channel. So I'm not sure what channel it was on. So he's saying hi. Norm is saying hi to Sly. David is saying nice haircut. Well, David would know. David is a professional stylist, has his own chair and setup in a salon, hair salon. It's salon, not saloon. Saloon, that, okay. He might have a chair in a saloon too, I'm not sure. So I cut my hair today, David. I actually, for some reason, my head became uncannily itchy. Well, I've been sitting in the sun a little bit. I want to absorb some vitamin D and some vitamin A. So I've been listening. I watch a lot of doctors on YouTube. And this doctor that I watch that appeals to me a lot, I can't even say his name. I think he's Indian. If he's not Indian, he's Asian. But anyway, his accent is incredibly thick. Oh my God. But he says, get out in the sun, and you know what? You don't have to be directly in the sun. You could be in the reflections of the sun, like the patio will reflect, Or he said, go around where there's a lot of foliage. You're going to reflect the green on you, and it'll give you photo tickle jingle bells synthesis. I don't know what words he uses. I'm not a doctor. I just play one in here in the Christmas, Dr. Santa Claus. So I've been doing 10 minutes a day. I've been doing cutting the grass, just a little section, just one section. The grass is all over. I just cut one little section. And the reason I cut one section is to get out in the sun. Okay, so that's what I've been doing. And maybe that's why my head got itchy. So I decided every time my head gets really itchy, it's really is a signal to me that it's time for a haircut. No, it's not lice. Can you guys behave for 2 seconds? Dear Lord Jesus. Okay, so anyway, what was I talking about? There wasn't anything important. So let's get back to who is important, and that is you. All right. I love each and every one of you. So, oh yeah, that's what I was saying. When David says nice haircut, it's coming straight from the horse's mouth. So I use the Flowbee. Yes, everybody can make fun of me. The Flowbee is like a vacuum cleaner with Mr. Scissorhands at the end of it. So it's got like a whole row of clippers. They go back and forth like that. And on this side, it sucks. And on this side, you get sucked in. So the hair stands up, and you put spacers on this side, how long you want your hair. There's even a couple of spacers that tilt it to the 45-degree angle. So like all around my head, I'm on a large spacer like that. I like longer hair. I don't like the short hair, okay? On the sides, I put in the short spacer, but the one that's kind of like at an angle, like that. More like that, okay? So then I go right around the ears, sucking all the hair out, cutting it off, and then I go around this ear. And then I have Jingle Bell's lithium-ion battery clippers. No wire required because Jingles was scared to death of the clippers. You put them on, and there we go. Oh my God, get me away from here. But for some reason, the battery one did not scare him. He was timid, okay, but I was able to gently sing to him, talk to him, give him hugs and kisses, and cut his hair. I even have a video of me giving him a haircut. I think it's out there somewhere. So I clean my neck, I cut over here, and I go across the back, you know, and I give myself a haircut. I think the last time I got a haircut in a salon at a barber or a styling place, whatever they're called these days, was 1988, maybe even earlier. So I've been cutting my hair that many years, and I'm on my second Flowbee. I burnt out the first one, and then I found out after the fact you could reorder the blades, and I didn't know that. So I just bought a whole brand new one. I wonder if they have an affiliate program, because I just gave them a really nice commercial. So anyway, thank you, David, for noticing. I appreciate it. So, oh, he even compliments me. Look at this. Good job, man. You did a great job. Ah, he didn't have to say that. Where are you? So David did not have to say that. And that is a very nice compliment. Oh, by the way, Sly is saying hi to Norm. Norm is saying hi to Sly. And Tom Buck is saying hello to me. Hi, Tom. How you doing, big guy? I love you. I really do. I wish we could interact some more, but you've got a busy schedule, and I don't. Okay. Anyway, I do love Tom. I love his wife, Heather. They've been supporting me with finances. Tom gives me money. A lot of you guys do, okay? And but he also gives me encouragement. If I need to call him and ask a question or talk something through, he answers the phone, second ring. So I'm not one of those like oh, it's Peter again. I'm not going to pick up the phone. When I call him, it's instant. And for that, I'm very grateful, Tom, and I don't abuse it. I call him twice a year. Christmas and on his birthday. And I don't even know when your birthday is, Tom. Shame on me, right? So David says, happy birthday. Wait, it's your birthday? October 13th. We just got ahead of it because of a sale. So why don't we open up what Subcultured Outcast has sent me so you guys can see and I can see. Because I said, do you want me to not open the package until my birthday? He says, no, open it now. I said, well, how about if I open it tonight? Okay. All right, give me a second, guys. I think I need to come over to this camera. So I need to come over. That's my belly. I'm another pound less. 1 pound more down. Aren't you proud of me? You're not? Well, you should be, because I am doing intermittent fasting now. So intermittent fasting is where for 8 hours in a day I can eat. And for 16 hours I don't. And the purpose of that is to give my liver a rest, because it works. If I eat every 2 hours, if I snack and do all that kind of stuff, it just doesn't stop. Okay? So the intermittent fasting is for the purpose. Damn, this thing's heavy. Would you buy me a rock? Oh, geez. Louise. Oh. All right, so this is from Subcultured Outcast. Where is he? Let's put him up here so that you guys can see. And I think he will get a kick out of this, right? I think he is sitting over there smiling. Where is he? He's in the Midwest somewhere. Where is up? Let's just call this up, okay? So no, today is not my birthday. It's October 13 next month. But Kyle couldn't wait, and he got whatever it is that he got, which we're all going to find out together. He got it on sale. And he said, I have to buy it now. It's on sale. Okay, so he even had it gift wrapped. See, there's a ribbon there. So let's open the ribbon. Wait, there's a card. Oh my God, he went the full route. Happy birthday, Grandpa. Love, Kyle. Thank you so much, Kyle. I appreciate it. I love you too, Kyle. Kyle is a very special young man, in case you guys haven't met him. He tries to take very good care of me. He bends over backwards to do a lot of things special just for me. So this is an Anchor 5 series. There's our first hint. So let's put this over here. Whatever this is, it's definitely wrapped up very nice. Another one. Happy birthday, Grand Pete. Love from Kyle Patterson. Wasn't supposed to say his last name. Sorry, Kyle. Now everybody knows your last name. What can I tell you? Whatever this is, it's quite heavy. I hope it's not a camera, because oh, God, smile, but smile. I can't lift it up. Oh, jeez. Kyle hand selected this just for me. Yes, he did. Wait, it won't open. Oh, no. Emergency, aisle 3. Cleanup, aisle 1. Hold on. They have tied this up. I can't wait to see what is so heavy in here. Like, golly gee whiz, Batman. Kyle, if you bought this by the pound, damn, you spent a lot of money, boy. I didn't realize this was going to be so difficult. So now we take our knife and we try the same thing with the knife. Saw, saw, saw. See, the problem is I don't want to damage this because it's such a nice pouch. I might be able to go in here and go to sleep. Okay, we got it open. So let's get it out. Let's depouch it. It's got a handle. There we go. Look at that. It's the world's heaviest camera. No, it's not. This is... Nah. Let's come over here so you can see which camera. This is a 256 kilowatt portable power station. When I was talking to Kyle, the power went out and the phone went out. And I was afraid of the dark. No, I wasn't. And I think he remembered that because he sent me a power station. And this, it looks like it's going to be able to charge the, yeah, look at that. Isn't that the coolest things? Let's get it out of the plastic so you guys can see it. And then I will have to figure out how to do a close-up so that you can see what this is. Ah, you guys will know what this is. Yes, you will. Okay. Up! I put something in my chair. There's more. There's all these pieces. We'll get to them, but first I want to show you what this is. Okay, so let's put this over here. Golly gee whiz, it feels like Christmas in here. This is from Kyle Patterson. Let's put this up over here. This is what it looks like. It's an Anchor power station. I'm bringing it so you could see it. Let's see if one of these cameras is a better close-up. That's a little better close-up right there. Okay. So it's got wrong side. 2 plugs over here. So you could plug something into 110 plugs. And it's got a car socket. It's got a display. And I'm going to have to read the directions because I don't even have a clue how to turn this thing on. But I will have to go on the phone with Kyle and he's going to have to teach me. So that's what Kyle got me for my birthday. And he said that there is additional paraphernalia that goes with it, which is what's in the other boxes. So let's take a look at the other boxes real quick. We're going to come over here. We're going to open up this box. And I got a card in this box also. And there's something in here and something in here. Let me sit them, down them. Keep your gift a surprise. Unwrap your present before opening this envelope. So here we go. Uh-oh, it's one of those ribbon things again. This is something to stump Peter. Well, no offense, Kyle, but I can't get into it. Why do they do that? I don't understand. There we go. Okay, so what accessory would come with that? This is, again, this is from Anchor. Oh, this is for the iPad. iPhone or iPad. So let's actually see what this does, okay? I don't need that part. It's a very nice case, I can tell you that. So these are probably the connections that allow you to connect. Yeah, okay, so these are This is a cable Lightning, USB to Lightning with its own case. So I'll be able to charge up my phone with this. And there's a second one in here. Kyle, I think you went a little bit overboard, big guy. Series 5, in case anybody wants to know. And Anchor, a nice case again. And this is also USB to Lightning. Thank you so much, Kyle. I appreciate it, big boy. You're really something special. To think of me for my birthday a month and a few days ahead of time. That is really cool. Okay. We'll come back and open up the other boxes in a second. Let's remember we got a show going. Let's see what everybody got to say. So, I have made it up to David complimenting me on my hair. Oh no, I made it all the way to Tom Buck. Hi, Tom. I get to say happy hello, Tom, to you twice. He's gone. He's probably at the hockey game by now. And David says, wait, it's your birthday? No, calm down, calm down. My birthday is October 13th. A month away and a few days, okay? So don't get all whatchamacallit. And you know, I got a feeling I will be getting gifts. And you know what? I don't really give a hoot. I'm going to open them right here on the air. It's just, I'm going to do it together with everybody. That's what I feel like I want to do. In a month and a week, okay? Norm says the difference between a good haircut and a bad haircut is one wind. Yeah, it'll just blow it right off. The part will be on the other side. Jim Monday is here. Good evening, Peter and gang. Happy Friday night. That's right. How you doing, Jim? Love you. I hope everything is going well with you. I didn't talk to you this month yet. My phone talking to me? No. So I'm sending you a hello from Miami to Virginia, or wherever you're moving. So David says, what? What did I say? My birthday's not till next month, David. Calm down. Just calm. David, calm. He's got more energy than all of us together. All in one person, okay? So Charles is saying thank you to Sly. And David says, you scared me and my wife. No, I would never scare Dottie. No, 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 no. Too much love and respect for her. If she's married to you, boy, that says a lot about her right there, right, David? So anyway, I love you guys. She got on the phone and said hi to me. Very sweet lady. And they've been married how many years? A gazillion, okay. So Ray says, I don't keep up on rumors of Canon R1 announcement. I don't keep up on rumors, but there is a rumor of a Canon R1 announcement. You don't say. There's a rumor for a Canon R1? Oh my God. It just shocks me that a rumor like that has been around for 10 years. I'm playing with you, Ray. I heard on Pedo Pixel that a Canon user called CPS to potentially buy an R3, but they told him he should hold off. You're going to hear all kinds of stories, and yes, an R1 is coming. And usually those, just FYI, they're timed for a major sporting event. Olympics, does that come to mind? This is a major sporting event. That's what happens. Now, what's going on? Winter Olympics this year coming up? Whatever the major sporting event, that's what the R1 will probably, if you had a dime, that's where I would put it. If you had to put it on black or red, I'd put it on a major sporting event. Okay? That's when the R1's going to come out. That's when they need the camera. And what better than the Olympics? Because what they'll do is they'll pass out those cameras to the registered users of the Canon CPS. I'm thinking the level 3. You just go over to the trailer where they've got thousands or millions of dollars worth of equipment. You could check out anything you need right there at the Olympics. And Nikon does that too. Sony is trying, but nobody does it like Canon and Nikon. So you'll be able to go and get an R1, check it out for the day, then turn it back in. But you got to be on CPS, Canon Professional Services, what CPS stands for. So yeah, those rumors will be flying. And you know what, Ray? It brings people attention, you know, because you could make up a rumor. You try it yourself, Ray. Make up a rumor about a camera that sounds logical and put it in as a unanimous source. And you'll see it get reported. And you're going to go like, oh my God, I got so much power in my hands. I am powerful. The Wizard of Oz. So, David says, how do you get these comments on the screen, Peter? Okay, I bought a piece of software that you buy for 1 year, and I will show you right now, okay? If I can find it. Okay, now I'm going to show you the back room, David. This is what I see that everybody does not see, but right now, everybody sees the whole thing, okay? So in this big window right here in the center where you see my face, all right, that is what is the view window or the preview window, whatever you want to call it. Over to the right side, these are the comments. So when I click on a comment, like what you just said, let's say I click on you, it's going to pop your comment up on the screen. And if I click on you again, bye-bye. Bye. Okay. And then these are all windows of the control windows, very much like OBS. A little more refined than OBS, but OBS does something very similar. Over here, oh, let's use the mouse. Over here, this is the scenes. So this is my sitting cameras. And I've got all these cameras in the sitting cameras, and I have them timed to rotate to the next camera. And then up here, I have another folder with standing cameras. So if I was going to stand up, I'd click here, and I'd stand up. I'm all the way back here, guys. Here I am. All right, so this is the standing cameras. And I have it set to this many seconds. Got to lean over. And then it will go on to the next camera. Then the next window right under my belly button, okay, these are the sound effects. If I wanted to put a sound, like an applause or something like that. And then over here, where there is no Peter at all, down there, okay, those are where I could put titles, like it says Olympus EM1 Mark II, Mark III, or what camera is that? And then if I turn this off, you no longer see the back room. You only get to see the main window. So now you're looking at me. This is what's being broadcast. So this is called Ecamm, Ecamm Live. There's actually an affiliate link in the description below. Everybody that buys one, they give me $11. I'm not going to hide it. That's what they do. Okay? So that's why I'll say use the link in the description below. So you can go down there, find the link when you're interested, and you could pay for it monthly or you could buy it yearly. Okay? And that is the software that I'm using. Now, there's a free version of this software, but it's kind of like driving a manual transmission car. You've got to know a little bit more about what you're doing, setting up a scene and all that kind of stuff. And that's free, and that's called OBS. Now, on OBS, you can't really pop the comments up like Ecamm. That's what attracted me with Ecamm, because I'm a more of a personality-oriented guy. Okay, so I like to actually interact like what I'm doing with you right now, David. So when I turn around and I walk around the room, these are the stand-up cameras. I can go anywhere I want in the room, and I can keep broadcasting because the mic is clipped to my shirt. Now I can come to the story chair, and I can sit down, and then I'm going to change the folder and go to where, what did I call it? The sitting cameras. So now this is the sitting cameras. So it's set up completely different. So there's 4 cameras in this folder. It could be 4 different cameras. It could be 4 of the same, where each one is cropped in differently. There's a lot of power in this Ecamm Live, and a lot that I'm not even showing you, okay? But it's a great program. Anybody that is watching this that has an interest in this, there's a link that will give me $11, okay? I want your $11 if you're gonna buy it. Now use the link in the description below, okay? Okay, so that's how I get the comments. And I did Raymond, okay? Charles says, I went to a camera store here in Miami called AVP. It's like a mini B&H. That's over by the airport. And very nice guys. I've talked to them on the phone a few times. They got it's mostly for video. But then you got video cameras. I think every one of my video cameras, yep, every one of them will take pictures. So it's very nice. And they're nice people to work with. So AVP, and it's avp.com, I think. So yes, they know who I am. And that was Charles, and he's back again. But now I want to say hi to Roy. Hi, Roy. How you doing? What did I see you in? Roy winds up in different places. So I did see you somewhere. I just can't remember. It wasn't on Chuck's. I don't have any updates on Chuck's. The rumors are that he had a stroke, but that's not been confirmed. So it's not nice to the man to say that when he could have just had a bad flu, or it could have been something very serious. But regardless, he's a great guy, and we wish him well. And you guys, oh, thank you, Randy. I'm in a tunnel. You know why? Because this one is my singing. How are things in Guacamora? Okay, let's turn that off. Okay. All right, so that mic has got reverb on it, and it will give you the echo like when I sing, which I might sing in just a little bit, because there's something I want to show you, or maybe there's not. Kyle, I got everything here. I'm sure the other ones are cable because they're light as a feather, but that is a shock. Now I could charge up my battery, my phone. I can, if I get scared, I can plug in an LCD light, like a little 8-watt light, and have light in my bedroom. Yay, we all have to give Subcultured Outcast a round of applause. He sent me a very nice birthday gift for my birthday. Ahead of time. My birthday's not until October. Okay, but he is loved. So Randy's saying, you are in a tunnel. Got it taken care of. Sorry it took most of the show, but okay. And something looks so good. What looks good, David? It's got to be me. What else would look so good? I think he's probably talking about the present. Okay, Simon is here, Mr. Ordinary Filmmaker. Daddy's already in bed, checking his email. Just wanted to wish Peter the Great a good show and good health. You know, it surprises me. You're not picking up on the. Well, that's better. Don't pick up on it. That's more for me. Now, there is no competition in YouTube. There is 20 billion people on this planet. There's 40 billion YouTube subscribers. So there is no such thing as a competition. Don't ever feel you're in a competition with anybody on YouTube, because you're not. Unless you're in a real competition, let's say a music competition or a photo competition. In that case, you are in a competition. But for channels, no. And that's why I freely, eagerly talk about everybody else's channels. I want everybody to do well and succeed and fly high. Because you know what? There's only a handful of people that actually make it into the millions of subscribers or viewers. Even if you get, what do they call it? A viral video. It's a one-time thing. You do the same video over again, nothing. It's a matter of being in the right place at the right time. So I push every one of you guys. And it's important to me because I'm going to be 70 next month. Okay? I don't know how many more years I'm going to be here. And I'm not getting morbid. I'm telling you the truth. I'm not 26 years old. I'm not 32 years old. Okay? I'm going to be 70 years old. So I'll be gone and you guys will just get rolling into YouTube. And I want to do what I can while I'm here. On the upper side of the earth rather than on the lower side. Okay? So when I say David, ordinary filmmaker, Randy, anybody, that's all I can see at the moment, go visit them. Give them a thumbs up. Okay? And how can you be nice to me? Use my links. Even if it's not something you actually want to buy, just go there using my link. And once you're there, you're free to roam about the cabin, like the pilot would say. You can go shopping for a filter, a lens, a battery, anything you want. Just use my link to get to the site because they will record that you came from my channel. And that gives me a feather in my cap. Now, if you do buy something within 24 hours, then they will record that and they'll say, Peter, we have a little commission for you. $2, $5, $100, depending on what you buy, obviously. Okay, so that's why I keep saying use the links. So where did I leave off? That was Simon. He got me all excited. Oh, I was talking about the G9 Mark II, Simon, in case you're wondering. What did you miss? But I did 2 videos on them, and they're actually doing pretty well. You never know what's going to go. You really don't. So David says, I kind of like the tunnel sound, but yes, you are in one. My birthday suit? Ooh, that would be an interesting show. Nice outfit, Peter. Is that your birthday shirt? Oh, I thought it said suit. Now that I made it bigger, that would have been a good one. You want me to do my birthday in my birthday suit? No, I'm too shy to do something like that. David will walk around the city shirtless. I can't do that. That's because I've always been fat. I've always been heavy. And when you're heavy, you're kind of like shy. So I'm with your body. You're kind of shy with your body. So now that I've down 65 pounds or something like that, I did lose another pound. And I told you I'm on a 16-8, meaning no eating for 16 hours, and all my feeding is done in an 8-hour period. And that is supposed to do something to help you. I would explain it, but I think I'm going to be running out of time. Okay? So I'm going to skip that now. We'll talk about diets. Talking about diets, where's Scotty? I don't even know what I'm going to eat tonight. So we'll talk about diets on maybe even another channel. So Sly says, you're echoing Peter. Just call me Echo Peter. Hey, Eck, how you doing, Eck? I fixed it. Thank you. Yes, third eye stuff. And let's go down. Oh, Simon's talking to Randy. Randy's talking to Simon. And Randy is really burning it up lately. Where are you? Over there. He is putting out video after video. If you're interested in the Canon R8, get your ASS over to Randall Brander. He is driving the town, San Antonio, Texas, and using the R8 on his dashboard. Ordinary filmmaker playing with the R8 and the digital zoom at 2x and 4. Yeah, he discovered something new. He can 2x and 4x the camera. Go to Randy. Where is it? Over here. See in red, Randall Brander? Go there, and you can see how you, too, can do a 2X and a 4X on your R8. Funny's here. How you doing, Funny? Good to see you. I love you. Thank you for being here. He's saying hi to everybody. Let's go, Funnel. Here we go. So, Ordinary is talking to Randy, and they're talking to each other. Roy says, I love browsing B&H and Adorama, but eventually it gets expensive. Roy, you put your wallet away. Oh, it's already recorded in there, huh? Okay. Well, we got people to help you for that. His name is Carlos. That's called impulsive spending. Carlos will cure you. Might cost you a few thousand, but he will cure you. So Randy says yes. If you're, whatever the question is, Randy's saying yes. And also the R6 Mark II. And yes, he does have the R6 Mark II. So, I think he's having a conversation with Mr. Very Nice. No, Ordinary Filmmaker, who's saying very nice. Okay. So Woody just finished culling 458 volleyball shots. That's got to be of Carly. Down to 150. Carly's his granddaughter. We'll cull some more Saturday before the edits, and it's 3 games. So Woody loves to do nature, wildlife, especially birding. If you watch or go follow Woody right there on Facebook, you'll see almost every day, every other day, he's putting up pictures from his Nikon cameras. And it's awesome, awesome, awesome. But he's got grandkids. I was going to say 2, but he might have more than 2. But I know 2. One is Carly, which is his granddaughter, and I'm thinking she was the one in the volleyball. And Luke. Now, Luke is graduated, and he's gone on, and now it's September. Luke has probably got his little butt in college, so he's left the coop. Luke, if you're watching, which he's not, okay, God bless you, boy, all right? We are all behind you. This is a family, and when we have grandkids, and Luke and Carly is one of our grandkids in this room, we protect them, and we watch over them. Maybe a little too much, okay? So, Luke, run! Luke, run! So, but we wish him the best. I pray for every one of you and your family, which means Luke and Carly gets prayed for just about every day. And that's important to me, because that's what I could do. I could pray, so I do. Okay? So you don't have to pray. I could do the praying. Not a problem. So Randy's saying about the R8, overheating is overblown. It's way overheated, blown out of proportion. So yes, I agree. From what I'm seeing, it's out of proportion. Randy will go out for hours and not even get a heating bar warning. Maybe in the daytime when the sun is right above him. But the rest of the time, he just records and records and records. And like Timex, it takes a licking and keeps on ticking. So Roy says, vitamin D from sunshine. Oh, yes, baby. Vitamin D and vitamin A mainly come from sunshine and red meat. So I'm mostly carnivore, not completely. But I still take a vitamin D supplement. So vitamin D comes, your body makes vitamin D from the sun. This is not a conspiracy theory. This is doctor stuff, okay? I'm not the doctor, by the way. This is what I read. I think it's called Web Cram. Start with that. Web Cram. WEBCRAM. That doctor is a walking book. And then the other one is, I have no idea what his name is, okay? It's an Indian name. Even if I was looking at it, I probably couldn't pronounce it. But the guy's a brain, a real brain. When I went for a physical, I constantly go to physicals, okay? They just look here and there. Now they do actually less. You know, years ago they would poke and prod and put fingers where you don't want fingers and all that kind of stuff. Now he looks at you. 30 seconds later, he says, okay, I'll send the nurse in. We'll do a blood workup. And she does the pressure. She does the blood workup. I wish she would check other areas, but she doesn't. Okay. Why did I say all that? Oh, so I had gotten pretty sick, and my friend got tired of it. So he took me to his doctor, who is an Indian doctor, not Indian cowboys and Indians, Indian from India. And when he examined me, I have never, ever been examined like that before. He listened with his stethoscope in places in my body that were embarrassing and at my ankles, and spent a lot of time on my feet with the stethoscope, where I said, doctor, what the hell are you doing? He says, the blood goes down in your feet, but it's got to go back up. He says that's the first indication there's a major problem, is if your extremities are not giving good circulation. I mean, he listened with the stethoscope to my hand, to my palm, to my back, the wrist. What do you call this part here? The wrist. Okay, and I'm thinking, this guy is a quack. Well, he realigned my my blood pressure medication. He cut it down 80% for the actual blood pressure pill, and added a diuretic. He said, you cannot ever, ever, ever prescribe a blood pressure medicine without prescribing a diuretic to go with it. They're automatic. This is his words, not mine. I didn't even know what either one of those two were, okay, honestly. So guess what? My blood pressure went into line, and it's been in line ever since. We're talking like 18 years, a long time. I used to have blood pressure attacks and wind up in the emergency room. My blood pressure was 230 over 140. The emergency room doctors needed to go to the emergency room because they were freaking out. Oh my God, he's going to have a stroke. Okay. Not this doctor. He was calm as could be. Changed the medicine. He said, just relax. Calm down. Okay, because you're excited. My blood pressure was up. I could feel it. Okay. I switched to the medication that he wanted me to be on. My blood pressure went, ooh, boom. And except when I get really excited, it's pretty much normal. Oh, I got good news for you guys. The court case, over. Finished. Done. Okay? No more court. It is done. Now, the next question that you would probably want to know is, what happened? All right. I get to stay in my house. I get to stay in my house free of charge. I do have to pay the my portion of the utilities because I am living here. Electric, water, gas, whatever utilities. I don't even know the names of all of them. So whatever, okay? But I did lose the title, okay, to the house. And the reason was very simple. We made a deal. So there's 4 children, and my parents gave it, the house and their possessions, to the 4 children. So there's child number 1, 2, 3, 4, okay? So child number 4 wanted more than 25%. So my mother and dad passed away, and they gave it, each of us, 25% of the value of the house. Well, he didn't want 25%. He wanted more than 25%, and he wanted it now. We said no. Okay. So he sued us. So he wound up with 34%. Let's say 34%. So he got more than the 25%. And the reason it did slide up is because the pending court trial would have been exceedingly expensive. Okay, by the time you finish paying for a jury, if it was going to be a jury trial, you guess who pays for those jurors? Even though it's only like $15 a day, guess who pays? Okay, so we were looking at a few $100,000 in terms of court costs. So we settled, and I didn't get to participate in that, and that's fine because I didn't get to pay. this 34% because I don't have that kind of money. So in order to make up for that payment, the other two brothers took ownership of the house. But they're good guys. I stay in my bedroom, I stay in the Christmas, it's just like it's been for the last 30 years in this house. No different. Now, if one of those two brothers get a hair up his nose, then we got another new problem. But they're not that type. I didn't think brother number 4 was that type either, okay? So the moral of the story is, if you're a parent, everything needs to be distributed before you die in a way where it can't be contested. So how does it get contested? Okay, the way it gets contested is not me saying, well, I contest my parents' will, I want more money. No, that's not how it's done. Okay, the way it gets contested is the house that I'm in got divided 4 ways. Our parents gave it to each of us. Okay, because if you had kids, you usually divide everything up because you're being a good parent. Each of my children will get an equal amount unless you have something against one of your kids. All right. So the way something like that gets contested is one of the parties says, I want my money and I want it now. And the normal reaction is no. Okay, we're still living in the house. So they take you to court and they're going to sue you for their part. But in the process, the attorney that is representing the bad brother, okay, they start padding the bill. All right? So what happens is when you go to settle, you're no longer settling at 25, 25, 25, 25. That guy winds up getting more than 25%. That is how it's contested. So if you're a parent and you plan on giving your possessions when you pass away, ultimately between the two parents or whatever, okay, if you're a grandparent, you do the division before you die. Okay, that's what my parents should have done. The division should have happened before they passed away. So the problem with that is, as a person gets older and older, they want to have the secure feeling that they own their house. It's, you know, you can't go and work at McDonald's anymore because you're too old. So my age is up there. To get a job now would be very, 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 very difficult. Okay? So they feel, the elderly feel insecure. So they're not wanting to distribute to child 1, 2, 3, and 4. My parents had 4 children. Okay? So the way around that is just like you put everything that you've got into a living trust, you don't put the property of the house or anything unique into the property of the living trust. You put that property into a real estate trust. And then there's owners of the real estate trust. So in our case, if my parents put this house in a real estate trust, when they passed on, they own that real estate trust. So they still get to feel they own the house, because they do. They own the real estate trust. My dad would own 50%, my mother would own 50%. When my mother passed away, my dad would own 100% of the real estate trust, which means he owns 100% of this house. This Christmas room is actually Dad's office. I moved into Dad's office, didn't even move his desk. It's still sitting right over there. My computers are still sitting on Dad's desk. I'm a 70-year-old man saying my computers are sitting on Dad's desk. Okay? So my parents should have put the real estate, that which can go to court to be contested, in a real estate trust. And then when they pass away, their ownership of the trust gets divided amongst the 4 children. Now, one child cannot sue the other child because you can't sue someone into more ownership. The only thing you can do is vote, because it's a company. It's a trust, which is it's a form of a company. So if my brother wanted money out of this house, okay, and we took a vote and we voted no, he's shit out of luck. Because you can't sue Sears and push them into how you want them to do business. And that's the way you grandparents and parents need to look into. Because you might have 2, 3, 5 happy children now, okay? After you're gone, that parental supervision is no longer there. And one of them can go rogue. Now, only one of the 4 went rogue. And it was not something to be expected. It was the youngest of the 4 that went rogue. Our view of life was always to protect him. I would carry him. I'd change his diapers. When we were growing up, my mother couldn't handle 4 kids. So I would change his diapers. I would carry him around. I'd feed him. I became very protective of him. Okay? And when we got into our 60s, he sued us. It's like unfathomable. Okay? So if you look at it from a Christian point of view, God took him out of our lives. Okay? He was very, very hard to get along with. Anything you did to help him, it would backfire on you. He was a male, whatever a male version of a Karen is. Okay? Everything is about him. He's entitled. And the lawsuit proved it. Okay? So you need to protect your kids if you're in a position where you're going to give the house to your kids or something like your jewelry. It has to be done before you're out of here. Because if one of your kids goes rogue, and don't ever, ever, ever say, I know my children. That would never happen. I know my brothers. That would never happen. But it did. Okay? If my parents knew, they'd be furious. Honestly. So why is one of the 4 entitled to 34%? There's nothing that he did to earn anything more. Plus, my parents just saw their 4 children and say, what we have is yours. You're my children. So actually what I'm saying is a pretty important point, whether you like it or not. Okay? I know it's not about cameras, but it's really, really important. So you have to divide your possessions into finances and real estate. And there's a little more gray area in the middle, which could be jewelry, the grandfather's clock, the Versace table, the silverware. That's the gray area. Now, if they made a list, which they didn't, okay, and wrote down everything that was in their possessions, and wrote who that was to go to, and have that list notarized, that would be harder to kick against. Because they made a list, they declared their intentions, they notarized it. Now you need an attorney to break that, okay? But we're not talking about the big money there. We're talking about the bank accounts. Dad took care of the bank accounts, and he did it splendidly. Actually, my brother lost on that because he wanted more than his share of the bank accounts. But Dad already distributed the bank accounts before he died. So what are you going to do? I don't like the way Dad distributed the bank accounts. Well, go ahead and try to fight that in court. You're going to have to go into another man's life and say, I know better than him, Judge, Your Honor. You need to change that will. Your chance of succeeding now is not that high. Okay? I'm not saying it hasn't been done. But now the property went into the 4 of us hands, and the one twisted the others. And now it cost him his relationship with us. We don't want to have anything to do with him. Not because there's no forgiveness, because now we got our family is doing their well-meaning, trying to get us to reconcile. Oh, Peter, he's your brother. He's your youngest brother. You love him. You took care of him. True and true. You know, I still love him. I would take care of him, except for one thing. God removed him from my life. I didn't kick him out. And he left of his own free will. That's his right. He's in his 60s. Okay? But when he sued us, okay, he became vile, and you know lawyers do the attacking. So I got attacked, very heavily attacked. Actually, the attacks were aimed at me mostly, okay? And all the brothers and outside people saw that. So he's the loser. For a few more bucks, the amount of money that he got, I can't say, okay? But the amount of money that he got over what he should have gotten was about $50,000 to $60,000. Was that worth the relationship of the only living relatives that you've got? He's got his brothers. That's all he's got. He gave that away. He's not in our circle anymore. Now, if he comes for reconciliation now, okay, or the people that are well-meaning and going like, Peter, you keep saying you're a good Christian. Now you need to reconcile with your brother. Where were you when we were being sued? Where were you when I was getting attacked? Now that it's over and done, it's very convenient for you to pull the reconciliation card? No, I'm looking at it like this. God removed him from our family. I'm not happy about that. It would not have been my choice. Okay? But that's what happened. Because he doesn't want to have anything to do with us, and we don't want to have anything to do with him. And it's an awkward situation. Now, what are you going to do? There is no reconciliation. If you're a God-fearing man, I'm a Christian guy, you guys know that, all right? I see it that God removes somebody. If you were to go through a divorce, okay, you could say we irreconcilable differences. Sometimes it is, and sometimes God is removing somebody from your life, okay? The most evident portion is if before you're married, a boyfriend and a girlfriend, God might tell the girl, I don't want that boy to be your husband. Or in a real case scenario, hands-on, God might tell the boy, I don't want that girl to be your wife. Now you're in love. You've accepted her and she's going to be your future wife. Do you listen to God? Or do you just go marry her? Most guys would just go marry her. Okay? Well, this boy that I know, he listened to God. And they both want, and they're both my friends, the girl and the boy. Okay? They both got wonderful, fantastic spouses. They both have stunning children. Bottom line, God knew what he was doing. The problem was if you're going to step up and obey God or not. Okay? So that's the position I'm in now. So when family is starting to call and say, Peter, you know, he's your brother, you're 70 years old, you should reconcile. I don't have anything to reconcile. God removed him from my life. And it's not with bitterness. It's not with anger. I do get angry, but I don't hold anger. Okay? As a matter of fact, I forgive him free and clear. Right now, to every one of you that are watching, how many are in this room? 16 people. 16 people. I'm telling you, I forgive him. However, forgiveness is not an open doormat to walk all over me, kick me in the nuts, and do all that kind of stuff all over again. That's not forgiveness. Forgiveness means I hold no debt against him, meaning I don't expect anything from him. He doesn't have to say he's sorry. He doesn't have to talk to me. He doesn't have to not talk to me. It's like I am with you. I don't expect anything of you, and you don't expect anything of me. We're in a state of brothership. Okay? Now, unforgiveness comes when you owe me. You really did me bad, and you need to fix that. That's unforgiveness. Okay? So, court case, over. I no longer own the house, but nothing is going to change in terms of the Christmas room, having the rooms that I have. I do the cooking here. I enjoy basically being the oldest brother, which gives me a little bit of authority, which I don't want, because with that comes responsibility. I'm not looking for more responsibility. I'm looking for less. So in a way, it kind of worked out good. Nobody could say, well, you own 25% or 33%. You own 33% of the house. You have to do that. Now I'm going to say, no, I don't own it anymore. I don't have to do that. Are you going to kick me out? I'd like to see you try. Okay? because they wouldn't. And I wouldn't kick my brothers out. I might hate their guts, but I'm not out to hurt them, okay? Might not talk to them, you know, when you the silent treatment, but that gets solved after a week or two, a month or two, okay? So that's normal in terms of familyship. So that's the good news. And now I've talked myself all the way, vitamin D from sunshine. Okay, I am going to go to the end. Ecstasy says, man, you really love this S5 too. Yes, I do. Are you saying that in a bad way, or are you saying that, oh, it's a good thing? Randy's saying good night. Everybody go. Peter, get off. Okay, so Roy is saying life is too short to worry about nasty people. Well, my brother decided to be nasty, okay? That's his choice. I'm not going to hate him for that. But God removed him from my inner circle, or God removed me from his inner circle. I think from his point of view, he would say that one, okay? But the end result is the circles are changed. Okay, so Sly's live stream. Yes, it's 11:20. Hold on, she's not on yet. Keep your pantyhose on. I just want to say, in my will, any kid that contests get nothing. My brother did not contest the will. That's what I'm trying to say. It's key. It's not a contesting of the will. The will stayed standing, okay? He contested that he wanted his money, and you can't hold his money. It's illegal in the state of Florida to hold somebody's money hostage. So if he owns 25% of the house, either you do one of two things. Sell the house and divide it amongst the four, or the other three pay the fourth. Okay? He didn't want that. He wanted more. So Roy says, any legal action? The only ones that win was the lawyers. There you go. Money changes people. I'm just reading these out loud. Jim is talking to Carlos. Scott, he finally made it in. Hot date tonight, Scott? I'll find out in chapter 2. Corned beef, Reuben's, French fries, Coca-Colas for everybody get in line. Peter's Kitchen, ladies first, ladies first. Sly gets to eat first. Grab a vanilla egg. Ooh, dang. All right, I'm just going through here. Subcultured Outcast, thank you for the birthday present. Thank you so much for the birthday present. The battery charger and cables coming out of my butt. Thank you so much. So David says, I see the software. That was back when I was showing you the software. Rakesh is saying hi to Randy. Hi to Roy. Hi to everyone. Hey, where am I? What about me? Oh, I'm in the everyone. Okay. Roy says, Anchor makes great battery stuff. Roy says, now you need a solar panel to charge it. Do they really make that? Oh, boy. Kyle's saying that. So, here. This is Subcultured Outcast. You could buy a solar panel to charge it. I was going to buy that, but it's well over $300. Don't spend that kind of money on me. I just want everybody's love. That's what I need at my age. I need love. Just went through a court battle. My heart's been hurt. I want love. So, and that's what I give. So I'm giving it, so I'm hopefully going to get it back. Thank you, Subcultured Outcast. We're going to go out with you because you are the one that gave me that fantastic birthday gift a month and a week ahead of time. Mwah! Oh, you don't kiss guys. Mwah! You got to get kissed on the cheek. Not that kind of guy. Okay. Thank you, guys. Love you. God willing. And the bridge isn't up. I will see you touchdown next Friday. I'll see you over at Sly's in just a few minutes. Yeah. Not lying to you. No, I'm not lying. You know what? You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to stand up. Voila! I'm over here. Okay, I'm ready. We're ready to sign out. Oh, beautiful for spacious skies. What is that? America the beautiful. Okay. Oh, beautiful. Okay, Peter, shut up and sign off so Sly can sign on. All right, guys, love you. See you next week. Thank you, Kyle. Love 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 you, Kyle.